Hi to all Gunners fans around the world. Hi to all football enthusiasts all around the world. You are welcome to another edition of the Arsenal Alchemy. And today is some wonderful news again. And it concerns Victor Gyökeres. The much awaited deal has been agreed upon. This is coming from reports from David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano. This deal was reported to have been agreed upon a couple of weeks ago, but it kept dragging, apparently because of the 10 million add-ons and how it's going to spread, and also due to some financial obligations that Sporting had with Coventry City on paying a certain amount when this player is sold. So that made the deal very complicated. Apparently, they settle on a fee, as we reported earlier, of 63.5 million euros plus 10 million euros add-ons. Now, what actually stalled this deal was the fact that Sporting wanted 2.5 million paid in after 20 appearances. After every 20 appearances, we paid 2.5 million, making it 10 million in about 100 appearances. Now, Arsenal wanted a longer proposal. We wanted a longer spread of this add-ons, so that is what kind of delayed this. But the report reaching us is that a deal has finally been agreed upon. We don't yet know the full extent of the deal, but we are hearing we are going to spread the add-ons. We're going to spread the add-ons over a longer period of time, and it's not going to be due to his appearances, but it's going to be, like I said, we don't really know the full detail, but you can be sure I will report that to you when we get that. So, like I said, he's been signed, and another thing is, can he make it in time to join up with the rest for the preseason? As you know, we're playing AC Milan tomorrow, so no way he makes that. He could actually make the Sunday game against Newcastle. All this are in Singapore, of course, and but I think even if he makes it, I don't think he will just be thrown into the field, into the pitch to play. This guy hasn't played football in about 2 months. He's been on holidays. He's been, then the stress of this deal, the stress of this saga has been so much. So I think he's going to just take part in the trainings, then probably make it for the Hong Kong game against our rivals, our London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur. That is a more realistic target for him. We're looking forward to see how that goes. Of course, we've been excited about this deal, but the delays, the constant, we being put into a state of limbo about this deal. 1 minute you hear it's done, the next you hear it's been delayed. That has kind of dampened the mood now that the deal is confirmed. And even right now, we're not even 100% sure it's confirmed. We heard a verbal agreement has been agreed upon. There's still going to be some paperwork, and we're hoping that Sporting don't come up with something else, because this club has been, the way they've acted in this transfer window has been nothing short of embarrassing, nothing short of a disgrace. to them. They're meant to be professional. It now looked like they were trying to victimize this player. We even heard a report a few days ago that they invited Manchester United. They invited Manchester United to come join in the bid. This is what they've always wanted from day one. They wanted a bidding war so that they could even jack up the price higher. But because Victor Gyökeres said, no, I'm only going to join Arsenal. Arsenal is the only team I'm going to listen to. Arsenal is the team I want to join. I don't want to join anybody else. And that was so impressive from Victor Gyökeres. He's done everything, even his agent. Everybody had a hand in this deal. They were so determined to join us. It's very impressive. Already the guy is a club favorite. He's a club favorite already. All the fans are waiting for this guy to come. They're waiting for him to come so that they can start buying the jerseys. From what we're hearing, that the Gyökeres jerseys will break records in Arsenal. The Gyökeres record, the Gyökeres jerseys will break record in Arsenal. So we are really excited. My next jersey would definitely be a Gyökeres jersey. I'm a big fan of this guy. I haven't shied away from that fact. I'm a big fan of Victor Gyökeres. He, to me, he's the best striker in the world at the moment, to me. I don't care if he played in Portuguese League or Fisherman's League. This guy, I've seen his technical abilities, and I know he will thrive in any league he goes to, without a shadow of doubt. I know he will thrive anywhere he goes to. So I'm really excited he chose us. And like I said, Sporting invited Manchester United. Manchester United couldn't even put in a bid because they were like, Gyökeres has, told us twice they don't want to come to us. They want to come to Arsenal. He wants to come to Arsenal. So it's been, if not for this guy's resolve towards joining us, I think this deal would have collapsed. I honestly think this deal would have collapsed. Don't forget that Juventus came with the initial bid of £70 million plus add-ons. They came with it. And Gyökeres said no. Gyökeres disagreed, So like I said, if not for this player's resolve, I think we probably would have lost this guy. If he was open to joining just anybody, I think this deal would have collapsed with us. I think he would have gone somewhere else, and like I said, it's been a big honor for this guy to love us so much. He's not going for the Chelseas that have been ranting that they're the best club in England. He's not going there. He's not going to Manchester United. He's not going to Liverpool. He's coming to us. And, I'm hoping this will be the beginning of a very trophy-laden period, a very productive period in our history. I'm hoping this will be the turnaround. This will be the signing that will propel us to challenge for the major honors, the Champions Leagues, the EPL leagues, the FA Cup, the Club World Cup eventually. I'm hoping this is going to be the turnaround in our recent history. Now, something else happened. Miles Lewis Kelly, a few moments ago, posted something on his handle. He posted a Victor Gyökeres in an Arsenal shirt, with a face covering, with a face covering emoji thing. And this is just to show you that even the players are excited about this deal. Miles Lewis Kelly looked very excited in that video. And this is to tell you that the other players are probably murmuring to themselves, look, we need that guy. That is the guy we need. Already the players are welcoming him already. Already, I see, like I said before, we get this guy, he's fit for majority of the season, we will definitely win the league. So let's hope this gets done in the coming weeks. Let's hope we don't hear no disappointment, we don't hear no delays, we don't hear nothing about add-ons and sell-on clauses, and we don't hear nothing about all this. We just want him to sign. We want to see him complete his medicals. We want to see him sign all the papers of his contract, and we want to see him jet to Singapore. Even if he's not going to play, let him meet his future teammates. Let him meet his teammates and acclimatize with them, blend with them, befriend them, integrate into the system. This is what will make this transfer window a very unblemished one to me. And don't forget, we're still on for Eze, whom I'm going to report about in a minute. This Victor Gyökeres deal has already made this our most successful window in a very long time, and our most successful acquisition after Aubameyang. Maybe Aubameyang, then maybe Rice. But Aubameyang, I remember how excited we were when we got Aubameyang, So we are equally as excited, even more excited about this deal. We're more excited about this deal. And like I said, I can't wait for it to be completed, to be confirmed, So moving on from there. Yes, the Eze deal, there's not really much to talk about. It's reported that talks are advancing between Crystal Palace and Arsenal. There hasn't been any official bid reported yet, but we heard there's ongoing talks, which is a good thing. We believe the personal terms of the player has been sorted out. There's no issue with that. I heard that has been sorted out. It's just to bring down that release clause, that fee from 68, bring it down to about 55 or something. And probably we can seal up that deal. We can seal up that deal. That would be wonderful if we can seal it within that period of time. Now, moving on from there, the other story is that Christian Mosquera failed his medicals at Arsenal. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Usually in the old days, if you fail your medical, the club is not going to buy you anymore. The contract will be null and void if you fail your medical. But it's reported that we're still going for him. We're still with him. All he has to do is sign his papers to be confirmed. We haven't announced that deal yet, but it's very close. Within the next, it could even be today or tomorrow. They will be announcing the Christian Mosquera deal. And it's reported that he is going to link up with the squad. He is going to link up with the squad in Singapore for the preseason, train with them, like I said, There's been really no detailed report about how he failed his medicals, but hopefully it's something minor, something we shouldn't be worried about in the future. The next topic is on Xavi Simons. Is this Simons or Simons? That kind of, I don't know. But we'll just go with Simons. Xavi Simons' link to us has cooled a little bit. It's understood that Chelsea are like the front runners at the moment to sign him. Now, the thing about Chelsea is they have a wage structure they don't like to break, So they broke it for Raheem Sterling, and that worked out pretty badly. And they don't want to go back to, you know, paying bigger wages to players. And this helps them really to move on players, to sell players. You know, Xavi Simons is believed to ask for £250,000 a week. I don't know if Chelsea are gonna match that. I really, really don't know, but I don't think so. But at the moment, they are seriously in advanced talk with Xavi Simons to get him. You know, so yeah, I mean, good luck to them. Xavi Simons, you know, like I said, is a good player. He's a good, fantastic player. He can play on the wide, he can play in the center of attack. So yeah, good player. He's a Dutch international. I've watched him so many times. He's a very decent player. Now moving on, and that will be all actually for the transfers and stuff. Now, a little bit of detail if you live in the US like I do. If you live in the US and you want to watch the preseason game against AC Milan tomorrow, live from Singapore, it's going to be aired on Paramount Plus, of course with subscription. It's going to be aired Paramount Plus in the US. Now, it's a streaming app, so I mean it's a very good app. I have it. If you want to watch this game as an Arsenal fan, but the catch is the match is by 7:30 a.m. American time. That is early. You know, people got to go to work. People got to do what they got to do. 7:30 a.m. is early, but this is the information about the game. It's the preseason game will be aired on Paramount Plus with subscription in the US, and it's going to be by 7:30 a.m. All right, and that will bring us to the end of this edition. And remember to please like, share this video, and most importantly, subscribe. We need this subscription to build our portal. We need this subscription to serve you better. And that will be all for now. Until next time, it's goodbye.